Honorable Singh has been associated with the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh RSS.
Children, we are doing all this for you.
Former President of Sri Lanka, Her Excellency Ms. Chandrika Kumar Kumble, former President of South Africa, His Excellency Mr. Galema Motlanthe, former President of Croatia, His Excellency Mr. Stefan Mesic, Governor General of Antigua, His Excellency Mr. Rodney Lawrence Williams, Governor General of Tuvalu, His Excellency Mr. Higher Dignitaries. First of all, I welcome you all to my country, India, and also to my home constituency, Lucknow. The mayor of this beautiful city, Dr. Dinesh Sharma, is also present here, and he is presiding the inaugural session of this conference. I am happy to be present before this august gathering of some of the former heads of state and the legal luminaries from different parts of the world, and share some thoughts in this international conference organized on Article 51 of the Constitution of India, with the special aim of uniting the world for children through enforceable world law and effective global governance. I am thankful to the founder of the City Montessori School, Lucknow, Mr. Jagdish Gandhi, Mrs. Jagdish Gandhi, and the entire CMS family for inviting me to this highly intellectually oriented conference. Mr. and Mrs. Gandhi have made tremendous contribution in the field of education, and they believe in building vibrant institutions. This conference will see participation of 64 countries and many towering legal personalities and other dignitaries from India and abroad. I welcome you all for your valuable participation. I congratulate the entire management team of CMS, principals, teachers, other staff members, and students of CMS, as well as the parents and all others who have contributed for organizing this important event. I am glad to know that the CMS has been striving to ensure a peaceful, safe, and a prosperous future for the world's children by organizing this international conference of Chief Justices of the world. At this conference, when children meet Chief Justices and judges and interact with them, they get the desire to learn more about the problems of the world and their solutions. CMS deserves to be congratulated for providing this opportunity to children to meet and interact with such great personality of the world. I am told the objective of the this international conference of Chief Justices of the world is to inspire the world judiciary to safeguard the future of over 2.5 billion children of the world, and also the future generations from the myriad threats of the international terrorism, threats of Third World War, nuclear holocaust, global warming, and climate change. I also wish to support the appeal by 50,000 CMS students to the world judiciary. The theme of the conference is noble, but there is no enforceable international law in the world that is equally applicable in all the countries and to all people of the world. Generally, the treaty and the conventions cover international legal systems. On the other hand, in modern times, the world is really under various types of deadly threats and insecurity, like those from large-scale terrorism in many parts of the globe, stockpiling of deadly armaments of mass destruction, including nuclear weapons, global warming, and international disputes of various sorts of and dimensions. In this scary scenario, it is the responsibility of present generation to safeguard its own future and also that of the prospective generation. Under the prevailing situation, there is an apparent need for just and enforceable international legal system because of various security and peace concerns that are facing the world today and are further expanding every day. In the absence of such a system, our Constitution frames, anticipating this need, made an apt provision in the Indian Constitution by inserting Article 51. Article 51 of the Indian Constitution is the last article in the Part 4 of the Constitution dealing with the directive principles of the state policy. It reads as follows. Article 51, promotion of international peace and security. As Mr. Gandhi mentioned in his speech, the state shall endeavor to promote international peace and security, maintain just and honorable relations between nations. Third, foster respect for the international law and treaty obligations in the dealings of organized peoples with one another. And last, encourage the settlement of international disputes by arbitration. Friends, in the Constituent Assembly debates, draft Article 40 was thoroughly discussed and debated, and with the acceptance of the amendments moved by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mr. H.V. Kamath, Anant Sayanam, Iyengar, and P. Subrahman, it became Article 51 of the Indian Constitution. The provisions contained in the Part 4 of the Constitution dealing with directive principles of the state policy are not enforceable by any court of law, but the principles laid down therein are fundamental in the governance of the country. That means they lay down the general policy guidelines of the state to adhere to. Dr. Ambedkar, while speaking in the Constituent Assembly, had said that the intention was that the directive principles should be made the basis of all executive and legislative action that may be taken hereafter in the matter of governance of the country. I am happy to know that the successive governments in India since then are following these principles for framing the state policy. Unfortunately, today the world is engulfed in an atmosphere of terror. Hordes of innocent persons are killed every day in various sorts of violence. Violence is not only confined with the boundary of the particular nation, it has spread its wings across borders. The present day problems are man to man and country to country. There are territory disputes, border disputes, ethnic disputes, religious disputes, and problems emanating from myriad other issues leading to clashes and violence. The world is living under the threat of various kinds of terrorist activities, including cross-border terrorism. Individual to individuals and nation to nation conflicts and the disputes are there, have always been there, and in future also they are not going to vanish altogether. However, their resolution through mutual respect, understanding, cooperation, and if the need be, then through arbitration must be resorted to. Buddhist spiritual Guru Dalai Lama 14 teaches how peace can be attained. He urges world peace must develop from inner peace. Peace is not just mere absence of violence. Peace is, I think, the manifestation of human compassion. He further advocates that peace doesn't mean an absence of conflicts. Differences will always be there. Peace means solving these differences through peaceful means, through dialogue, education, knowledge, and through human ways. Article 51 is related to international peace and security. Honorable relations between the nations, respect for international law and treaty obligations, etc. Today the communications being faster, the whole world has become a global village, but in Indian philosophy, the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is, the whole world is the family, is thousands of years old. This thought is inherent in Upanishad, which says, Ayam Pandhrayam Ni Gadana Lagucheksham Udaracharitam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It translates as that this one is a relative, this other one is a stranger, is for the me-minded, for those who are known as magnanimous. The entire world constitutes but a family. The teaching is followed and brings peace and security in the world. In Hindu philosophy, we pray for universal happiness and peace as contained in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. I would like to read the translation of that stanza. It means that may all attain peace, may all be healthy, may all enjoy good fortune, may none suffer misery and sorrow. And also a mantra from Taittiriya Upanishad. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Bhantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Unnatah Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It means, may all become fortunate, may all attain peace, may all achieve perfection, and may all be blessed. Not only Hinduism, but all major religions in the world universally, including Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism, Christianism, Islam, Judaism, and Zoroastrianism carry the message of peace and security. However, some of the major problems the world is confronted with today are because of wrong interpretation of religious thought. All of us know Swami Vivekananda, who was a great Vedic thinker, philosopher, reformer, scholar, and a revolutionary saint of contemporary modern times. He dedicated his entire life to the spiritual and the social upliftment of the common man. He delivered a lecture in Universalist Church, Pasadena, California, on 20th January 1900, wherein he gave the religion-based message to the mankind. The message is as relevant today or even more than it was 115 years ago. I quote what he has said. We find that through there is nothing that has brought to man more blessings than religion. Yet, at the same time, there is nothing that has brought more horror than religion. Nothing has made more for peace and love than religion. Nothing has engendered hatred than religion. Nothing has made the brotherhood of man more tangible than religion. Nothing has bred more bitter enmity between man and man than religion. Nothing has built more charitable institutions, more hospitals for men and even for animals than religion. Nothing has filled the world with more blood than religion. While delving further on the subject to give us the solution also to all the ill effects that have crept in, I once again quote him, our watchword then will be acceptance and not exclusion, not only toleration, for so-called toleration is often blasphemy, and I do not believe in it. I believe in acceptance. Why should I tolerate? Toleration means that I think that you are wrong and I am just allowing you to leave. Is it not a blasphemy to think that you and I are allowing others to leave? Accept all the religions that were in the past and worship with them all. I worship God with every one of them in whatever form they worship. I shall go to the masjid of the Mohammedan. I shall enter the Christian church and kneel before the crucifix. I shall enter the Buddhist temple where I shall take refuge in Buddha and in Islam. I shall go into the forest and sit down in meditation with the Hindu who is trying to see the light which enlightens the heart of everyone. I am sanguine. If this very simple teaching is followed by all, at least half of the problems of unrest and security will be over. And what we want to achieve by having international law, which is far-fetched dream, can be achieved with the least effort. As instinct in our ancient scriptures, Indian philosophy and vision seek to lead mankind to the path of peace, non-violence, coexistence, and the respect of human dignity. The provisions of Article 51 of the Constitution of India are the manifestation of the same philosophy and ideals of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I am sure that if all the nations and their people truly follow something which is like as contained in the Article 51 of the Indian Constitution, the world can be a much safer place to live in with greater peace. In the absence of the enforceable international law, which may be equally applicable to all the nations of the world and their people, in the interest of peace and security, it is the call of the hour that the nations and the people maintain peace as a responsibility and self-discipline. Albert Einstein had once said, peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. Hindu scriptures teach us that Tulyam Tapo Nasti, which means that there is no bigger phenomenon than keeping and maintaining peace. I would like to end my speech by quoting a saying of Mahatma Gandhi. The day the power of love and overrules the love of power, the world will know peace, and I very sincerely wish to see that day. Before I close, I wish you all very fruitful deliberations and look forward to learn about the proceedings, recommendations and outcome of the conference. I am certain that participation of you all here will send out a positive message to all the leaders of the world and will motivate them to come together on a common platform and work towards the common goal of world unity and world peace to ensure a safe future of our children and the generation to come. With these words of peace, I wish for the grand success of this conference. Jai Hind. Thank you.